We're now pleased to be joined by members of the Texas A&M-Commerce women's basketball program. In the center of our podium, the head coach, Jason Burton. On the near side, we have Chania Wright. Chania is a senior guard from DeSoto, Texas. On the far side, Gianni Robinson. Dyani's a sophomore guard from Cypress, Texas. And Coach, first year initial impressions on a game where your team was really playing catch up until the fourth quarter, and then they just locked it down defensively.
We've been talking about toughness all year, and a lot of it just with mental toughness, man. This is a team that continues to believe in each other. They battle, they push, they play through injuries, they play through just a lot of stuff. And I think that for us to never get rattled, to constantly believe in our ability to win the game, says a lot about our team. It says a lot about our leadership. Because that's a really good team, man. UT Tyler, Coach Rebecca has done a great job turning that program around, and what she's done, and they guard. They're one of the better defensive teams in the country. I really believe that. And they're long in that zone. They move, they play together. And so it was tough on us early on to score, and I thought just legs weren't there necessarily for us, like we wanted to guard, but they dug deep in the second half, and our scoring came back in the fourth quarter. And so proud of our effort, proud of our resiliency, and it's nice for these two to play for their third year in a row on Sunday.
And you talk about the offense, but I'm saying defensively in the fourth quarter, they didn't hit a three, and they only made 4 or 14 from the field. They went multiple minutes without scoring.
Yeah, and something that's really picked up for us the second half of the season, really February on, our defense. And it starts with our backcourt, man. We played full court pressure the whole game, and it's taxing, especially when you just played a game yesterday and they asked them to turn around and do that today, because we thought, how long they are, the length they have, the size, how good Leah Davis is inside. We needed to pressure them in the full court. We needed to make it hard for them to get the ball inside. And I thought we turned it up. I thought our pressure started to turn up at the end of the third quarter, but it carried on to the fourth quarter, and they finished the game out strong, getting stops down the stretch.
Gianni, we'll start with you. Coach talks about the defense that UT Tyler employs. You finished with a game high, 21 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, 2 steals. You managed to score against a very difficult defense. Talk a little bit about that.
We went over there. Well, since we played them before, we recognized what's open, the gaps and all that. So my team, I really have to thank them. They found me, set screens. I just got good shots. So.
As they went in.
Yeah.
Chania, your line scored 10 points, 4 boards, had an assist as well. Coach talks about the backcourt being the starting point for your defense. Talk a little bit about what it takes to apply pressure all game long.
We just felt like since they had such a big post presence, if we pressure up on their guards, it would take off a little on the bigs having to play defense for so long. So I think we followed that good.
And you're referring to them getting the ball up court and all that. Fourth quarter, like we say, they didn't hit a three. They tried 5, but the guards are out there guarding some pretty tall, pretty long guards taking those threes. Talk a little bit about, chasing, manning up on them.
Well, I mean, with taller people, if you put your hand in their face, as long as they can't see, I think it helps.
The secret has been given away. Right?
All right, Coach. At the end of the third quarter, it was not a good third quarter. You were down 2 heading into the fourth. When you went into the fourth quarter timeout there between periods, you had your jacket on. When you emerged from the team huddle, your jacket was off and your team was they had a fire lit under them. What was your message to the team in that huddle at the end of the third quarter?
My message to the bench after we got out of the huddle was, did they not pay the bill for the AC today? Because I just feel like it's hotter today than it was yesterday. Seriously, it was hot in there. But also, I had to be able to move around a little bit, and as hard as they're working, I want to make sure I'm working just as hard for them. And so the taking the jacket off gives a little flexibility, right? But the message was, we got to get stops right now, and we got to continue to believe in our ability to to win this game. And I didn't think that offensively we followed the game plan for a majority of the game. If we're being honest, we shot way more threes than we normally shoot, and they weren't going in. It's one thing if we're shooting threes, but they're going in. I didn't feel like we moved the ball and did the things we needed to do to get the ball inside and to get the shots that we wanted to get. But they did that in the fourth quarter. We got good shots. We had better shot selection. And I just think, too, we got a team, and I said this yesterday, but we got a team that's been there before. And that Tyler team is a team that's young and is probably going to be playing a lot of games on Saturday and Sunday moving forward in this league. And I just think part of that is the experience. They've been there before, especially the two that were sitting here yesterday. And they knew in the fourth quarter we really got to follow our game plan and do what it takes to win the game. And that's just be patient, move the ball, get the ball to the low post, the high post, and then look opposite. And they did that a lot better in the fourth quarter. And I don't know if it was a jacket or not, but like I said, it was hot today.
Chania, you've been around Coach for a long time. When he takes that jacket off, does that send a signal to the players out there that, he means business?
Yeah, I just feel like it gets us even more pumped to know that he's finna get pumped. I don't know why.
Coach, talk about your star player over here, Gianni Robinson. You know, you've had a lot of players come through. There's something with this number 12 when you bring these players in. These number 12s are really good that you have coming through. What do you put on those players there?
We asked Princess Davis if she could wear the jersey before she left, and Princess said yes, and Princess is following her. Every time that she does something big, she's commenting that 12 is special. And said after the game, she's player of the year this year, and she played like the player of the year today. I think elite players, they step up big in big games. But as much as I love Yanni, I think we got a team full of elite players. To my right is an All-American. We had an All-American at the podium yesterday. 4 all-conference players this year, and I really thought we could add a couple more, especially on the all-defensive team. The way Juliana's playing defense right now, a lot of stuff doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but her rebounds did today and it did yesterday. We talk about somebody that's got 27 rebounds in the conference tournament. We've only played 2 games. And that to me is a high caliber player. And just because she ain't scoring the points, she's guarding, she's blocking shots, she's taking charges, she's laying her body on the line. But every time she goes and gets a rebound, it's a stop. And he talked about the defense in the fourth quarter. That was because somebody went and got those boards. And she is the heart and soul of our defense. Our guards do a great job in the front court applying pressure, but she does a great job rotating, helping, and securing the rebound for us.
3rd trip in a row. What would a Lone Star Conference championship mean to this team?
And they deserve it, man. I think it means everything, especially Chania Wright, who made the mistake of not coming here out of high school. She went somewhere else, but we got her for 4 years still. She deserves it. Juliana deserves it in their last year playing college ball. We've played some really good Lubbock Christian teams on Sundays, and we got a really good West Texas A&M team. Every time we play Proc, it's a battle. He's going to have his team prepared, and it's a team that looking at West Texas that rebounds the ball really well. But I think our girls are excited to play West Texas specifically because we played them right after Christmas, right after half our team had COVID, and didn't really have a lot of time to prep. And we don't have necessarily a lot of time to prep tomorrow, but we feel like we owe them one this year. So it's going to be a battle tomorrow, and I think our team's excited for it.
All right, it's Championship Sunday up next. Short turnaround. We'll let you guys go. Appreciate everything. Congratulations.
Thank you.